Mike, check. Justin Hunt. It's all happening. Thank you to everybody who's been rocking with the channel, who's subscribed through the Cash App or to the link tree. It's priceless. Thank you for helping to forward this mission each week. If you'd like to donate, you can hit the Cash App. It's right up there, or the link to the link tree is in the description. This weekend, I dropped probably what I'm most known for, which are deep dive analysis think pieces. This one's on Drake's 3 tracks and really my thoughts on this entire post-Shakespearean shakedown experience when it comes to Drizzy Drake. And so I also want to thank everybody for bearing with me and rocking with me as I continue to experiment and evolve in how I present conversations and commentary and news. I'm building up to start doing lives more regularly. So there's been a lot of these news clips, current events type pieces. This one's one of those, so you can tell by this overly long intro to the joint. But again, I promise you guys, my think pieces are going to be coming back as well. Just so you get a glimpse of my process and my strategy. Breakdowns have always been easier when I follow the news most consistently. So when I'm in the news every day, it makes it easier to put together big picture topics and ideas. So I set resolutions this year to focus more on news, and so I can get into the live space so I can evolve a little bit more, which will allow me to be faster when things happen. But when I do that, it makes breakdowns so much easier to do. So like, for example, that piece I just did on Drake, that piece is really a combination of all these different topics we've been talking about on the channel. So anyone who's saying, stop talking about Drake if I don't like him, well, this is a news platform. I'm a journalist, I'm talking about a lot of different things. And the bigger stories and stories that have interest are going to be the ones that not even just me, but media generally will lean into. I still will do other types of stories that I find personally interesting. So that's just how the business goes. Hope you guys can adjust to it. But either way, thanks for all the love on the latest video. Now, big news on the Kendrick Lamar front. There's been a lot of conversation swirling that Kendrick Lamar is about to drop. Okay, Kendrick Lamar is about to drop. And so we're going to go through it. But Akademiks just took about 5 minutes or so on his live stream to scream on DJ Hed for questioning whether or not Akademiks' recent comments and statements saying that Kendrick is coming are actually true. So we're going to take a look at that. Let's react to it and see how this goes. All right, so here's the post. Let's see how this goes.
DJ Hed saying, clap. Oh, let me clap this up real quick. DJ Hed saying, Dot don't talk to nobody, especially Ak. I'll even quote tweet. I got a quote tweet on the phone. DJ Hed, I'm the greatest single journalist you've ever heard of. I want to put that out there. And I'll tell any nigga that's in the industry. I am, nigga, I built a 20+ million industry by doing this shit. I played Drake's video and Drake had to ask me, how'd you get it? When I tell you something came from, or something I know when it comes to Kendrick or whatever, I don't give a fuck who Kendrick is. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. Akademiks is the greatest single journalist you've ever heard of. You could be fucking Kendrick. If I said it, that's what it is. Let me be clear. I don't need to talk to the artist. I don't need to talk to the artist. How much shit did I break about Young Miami? You think I ever talked to her? Nope. I told you Drake has hit me.
So when we did the piece on, I did an episode on What's the Dirt? What's the Dirt? And I was talking about how that was one of his first missteps was when he put out a piece advertising his next video and he called Kendrick a liar from a distance. And really the point of that video was to point out that, you can make really great pieces, conversations and commentary, doing incredible online research and being far away from the action. But there's still going to be a gap between certain things you can really go out there and say confidently versus things that you probably shouldn't say with the same confidence. You can say what you want, but I wouldn't have the same confidence in some of the things. And a lot of times that gets down to interpersonal issues and things like that. But the point of it is that a lot of people take pride in not talking to people because in their view, it helps them remain unbiased by not talking to people. And that's not something I do. Like I talk to people. I talk to people all the time. You know what I mean? And so what Ak is saying right here is something I do respect about Ak, right? Because Ak talks to a lot of people. And I know Ak talks to a lot of people because a lot of people I talk to I also talk to Ak or will tell me that they told Ak this or something like that. You know what I mean? And so that's a great way to go make sure that you're getting out there with information that you don't jump the shark, right? And so what he's saying right now, I believe him. You know what I mean? I don't think he's capping on his access, you know, and I'm not mad at him saying he's the single greatest journalist. You know, I don't agree, but I think everybody has to have that level of confidence in him, in themselves. He has built an empire, regardless of what anybody might think about it. And in that context, you know, he does talk to a lot of people. He is breaking a lot of stories. Truthfully, he's on live longer and more often than pretty much everybody else. So he has done a lot of work. You know what I mean? I think, you know, everybody who's out here doing this should feel like they're the illest. We should all feel like we're the greatest. We should all feel like we're the best. So I'm not offended by anything that he's saying on that tip. But I do want to let you know he does talk to people. He's not fronting.
Wait, what the fuck? How'd you know about this? Yachty called me. Wait, where'd you get this from? Nigga, I'm the greatest single journalist ever, nigga. You know why? All y'all niggas suck dick. Y'all sit there and be like, oh, the artist is cool with me. I'm glad when I went to talk to Drake. You know why? I'll go get the shit. I'm going to talk to the label, the distributor. I'm going to talk to the niggas who they pay to, hear this loud and clear. The niggas who they pay to do the rollouts and buy the shit. Yes, I talk to all of them. So when I say some shit, I don't give a fuck about talking to Kendrick. If I leak a Jay-Z news, I don't got to talk to Jay. Never have, never probably will, and don't care. But it will be accurate. So let me put that out there very clear. I never said I talked to Kendrick, and I don't need to. I have sources on all of these niggas. That's a fact. I'll give you even one better. I won't say who. And matter of fact, let me become a little bit more vague. You know, half the time I come up on this shit, the distributor done call me. The label done call me. I don't talk to who. I don't give a fuck about an artist. An artist is always trying to do a PR spin. DJ Hed, you go ask Kendrick.
That's another good point too. I mean, I think I even said that in the video I did on What's the Dirt, in that conversation. You know what I mean? If you're really trying to get at a story, a lot of times it's the people around the central figure, not even just in music or entertainment, just in general. Like you first of all, you probably want to talk to more than one person to make sure you're not being steered in the wrong direction. But when you talk to the artist, a lot of times the artist is the one that they feel the emotion of the conversation. You know what I mean? The artist is the one that's, you know, they're artists. They're sensitive about their shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of times you don't get the same depth of or range of perspective on a point or a topic if you just talk to the artist. You know what I mean? So I agree with what Ak's saying there too. A lot of times it's more valuable to have relationships around the artist than it can be with the artist, because, you know, artists might be busy, might change their mind, might, you know, go through an emotional experience and all of a sudden they don't want to talk to nobody or whatever, you know. And a lot of times the artists are going to tell you what they want you to tell everybody else. And the people around the artist is how you really get a lot more color to what a conversation is, which is why I said in that video on What's the Dirt that, yo, that's my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do is to talk to the people and have relationships with people that are around the artist, more so than the artists themselves. I mean, there's a bunch of artists that I love and I'm cool with, like I really consider close friends. But then there's a lot of artists who I love them as artists, and generally speaking, I do not want to hang out with them. And I think we're probably like that with people in our lives all the time.
I know and by the way, if you could tweet this, I'll expose it next stream. I'll show you how much I don't give a fuck. You go ask Kendrick, hey, does Akademiks know all the digital dudes you work with and everything like that? Does he tap in with them every day? Have they spent millions of dollars together? You say yes or no, we'll have a great stream next time. Nigga, don't ever doubt my sources, my boy. You up on that nigga's crotch. I'm Big Ak. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas in media. I'm the greatest media personality, period, nigga. And I'm saying that as a fact, because when I come out with shit, niggas don't break shit no more because y'all sucking dick. Nigga, you know I had to leak that Drake shit. Drake talked to me. But I didn't ask that nigga because I said, nigga, I gotta be me, nigga. I gotta do my job, nigga. It's big act. Fuck out of here. That nigga hit me after my street. Yo, Act, how'd you get that? You know what nigga, I'll even show you the DM. The nigga said, Act, I'm only asking you because I know you gotta do your job. I want to know if my music is compromised. So it's not compromised, bro. I didn't get the full video of what you did, but I got the tea. I got the info. I made $1 million with the niggas who work for Kendrick now. So what did DJ Hed talk about? Shut up, nigga. That's facts. I made $1 million. The nigga who's it's even clear to even understand. The nigga who is one of the main niggas of Kendrick, I've made $1 million with him before. What are you talking about? Like, and by the way, he's not the person, so don't try to go fire that nigga now, because y'all gonna figure out who it is. But don't ever.
He had to deflect real quick on that one.
Doubt my sources, my nigga. Kendrick himself can't doubt my sources. I'm telling you, none of y'all. When I say something, just shut up. Only thing you can say is, no, that's not true because I'm saying it's not true. Okay, if that's what you're saying, cool. But just please, let me be very clear. It's a reason why this whole beef took place on my platform. Big Act made it like that. It's not because I'm cool with Drake. Me and Drake used to beef.
That's true. They did used to beef. And the whole beef did take place on this platform, man. You got to give Akademiks respect on how hard of a worker he is. You know what I mean? Now, there's a lot of room for criticism with him, with all of us, truthfully. But Ak will be online he'll be on live for 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? He puts in blue-collar hours, you know, with his audience and building relationships. You got to give him respect for that. You know, Ak has been talking about, I think probably the past couple of days, he was saying that Kendrick is coming, but he hasn't been the only one. And so there have been other people who have been posting things. One thing that's interesting about, you know, social media accounts, Twitter accounts, is there's a lot of hidden hands that are out there. So a lot of times you really don't know who you're actually talking to, but a lot of people's information does hold up, and a lot of people have relationships with people. So, you know, I don't discount people just because they might not have a lot of followers, or I don't discount people just because they might not be famous. But I also definitely don't take everything that everybody's saying online or on Twitter as facts either, which is why you got to talk to people. But either way, so this has been going around a couple of, for the past couple of days. And I don't know if this is a surprise. This shouldn't be a surprise. You know, Kendrick and PG Lang got their deal, right? So they have a new imprint. They have a new company. They just signed with Interscope this year. When you have a new company, a new venture, you don't have room to not drop for 5 years. Like, you just don't have room to do that. So just off of general information, yeah, Kendrick's going to drop. 2, look how crazy these songs are doing, which is, you know, I think maybe everybody's probably shocked at how commercially successful this battle was for Kendrick. And but that doesn't mean that he dropped 4 songs going to go away. I don't think anybody who really felt that has been really honest with themselves or really looked at the landscape. So, you know, I think the assumption was always he was always going to drop in the fall, fourth quarter. I think everybody always felt like that was going to happen. But here's some things that have been happening. So the Kirko account posted this today, Kendrick Lamar on his new album. They're saying this is Kendrick Lamar. They're posting this tweet. Looks like someone's talking to a friend of Dot. He says, but hey, is the album coming or is you just on Demon? He said, we coming, right? So Kirko says this is Vega Uncle MACC 414, right? So this happened today as well, right? So potentially this is Kendrick texting someone and saying that they're coming, they're about to drop. Here is Mac Burridge. I'm not familiar with Mac, but you know, here's a post of him. Here's a post of Kendrick's pop-up concert. He said, "That's my boy." You know what I mean? In the way he said it casually, as if, you know, he said it casually as if there's more than just, not like everybody else in the world sitting around saying, "Oh, that's my boy. Oh, that's my boy Michael Jordan, man. That's my man right there. We go way back." I never met Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? So, take that for what that is. Here's Duff Juice. This is another cat online who's, who gets quoted a lot for a lot of things he says. Here's what he said. Kendrick is putting the finishing touches on the new album in addition to prepping the fall-winter batch of PG Lang apparel / merch. I can assure you he's not worried about these low-quality songs that Homeboy is dropping. He's not worrying about Dude until it's time to worry about Dude again. You got Act. You've got Kirko quoting Mac. You've got Duff Juice getting some details. It feels like Kendrick Lamar's season is here, and he's going to have an incredible springboard. He's going to have an incredible springboard, right? Because Not Like Us has now surpassed 700 million streams on Spotify. It became the fastest rap song ever to achieve this milestone, surpassing God's Plan. The Family Matter and the Truth of the Matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the lie. I'm sorry. It's so quotable. So quotable. But, we have this here too. So he's going to have an incredible springboard when he comes back. I need that Broccoli song in my life. I need the full version of that. That Broccoli joint in the beginning of the Not Like Us video is incredible. And further supporting why it's a great time for Kendrick to drop and why he's dropping into probably the friendliest environment ever for an artist to drop an album. It is officially marching band season. It is marching band season. We've been looking at this, and I told people a long time ago, if you're tired of Not Like Us, there's nothing you can do about it. This song came out in the spring, rocked through the summer. He drops the video July 4th, and now we're in football season. Now we're in marching band season. Here's Florida A&M playing Not Like Us. That's hard. And then we have Alcorn State marching band Sound of Dynamite and Golden Girls perform Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us during their 2024 show reveal. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to get away from this. You're not going to be able to get away from this. This is Alabama State. Alabama State, Mighty Marching Hornets. Yeah, this is going to be this. If you don't like this song, Steph Curry, I guess. Here's another one. This is Jackson State, Sonic Boom of the South playing Metro Boomin's BBL Drizzy. Then they move into Euphoria. They got the remix on it. BBL Drizzy. Yo, that song is a great wedding song. Not Like Us and BBL Drizzy are actually dope wedding songs. Who would have thought we'd get wedding songs and marching band music out of the biggest rap battle in rap history? That's what we got right now. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on this. Kendrick Lamar season is here. Let me know if you guys are excited about it. Do you think he's going to drop soon? What are your expectations for the project? My name is Justin Hunt. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow @TheCompanyMan on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping in. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes.